Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning. The weeks go by so fast. It's already Tuesday. I feel like it was just Sunday. I had a good weekend. I wonder how your guys' weekend was. I want you guys to comment in the section. In the comments. I need you guys to talk back to me. So I don't have my co-hosts again. It's just me. So I want you guys to interact with me. I want you to talk to me. And let me know, how'd your weekend go? If you didn't make it to the Vision Board Brunch, I truly think you missed out. I had a really great time. And shout out to Tashara B and Confidence in a Cup for putting that event together. It was a really great event, and there was a lot of great people in the building, a lot of entrepreneurs. There were some great speakers. I know that Rob Pasker spoke. My girl Shawanda Johnson, aka Spida, she was a speaker. There was also a gentleman from Legacy Mortgage out of South Carolina. They came all the way from South Carolina to represent their company, and they were there. Who else? Juice 107.3, 95.7, Toledo Urban. Gosh, so many people. Drip was in the building. Aramark Marketing, shout out to my boy Mohammed. He was in the building. He actually helped me put my backdrop together. Thank God. I ordered my backdrop from him. If you need marketing materials, I suggest you get with Aramark Marketing. Get with my boy Mohammed. He is Bizman on Facebook, and you can find him downtown Toledo. He has really great marketing packages. So if you're just starting a business, if you are building your brand and you need marketing material, let me tell you how important it is for marketing. Like, once you have your marketing together and you look official, it does so much more for your business and your brand. So go and see Mohammed over at Aramark Marketing. He does business cards, flyers, banners, retractable banners, backdrops, tablecloths. He does car magnets. I got all of that. So I got car magnets, I got business cards, I got my backdrop, I got a tablecloth, and it was very, very, very good price. Well priced. So it's affordable, and it's good quality stuff. My backdrop was not a cheap backdrop. It is a good quality backdrop. But anyway, I was not the person that put it up the first two times. So when I got to the event on Saturday, I could not remember how to put the backdrop up. So I was panicking, and I think I even dropped some tears. I got a little flustered. I started crying because I'm a big crybaby. I cry when I get mad or upset or frustrated. So, and I don't know what to do. I just cry because I'm a big old baby. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then look at God, Muhammad walked in, and I was like, oh my God, Muhammad, you're here, because he's the one that I ordered the backdrop from. So I knew he would know how to put it together. And sure enough, he put together my backdrop for me, and everything was a-okay. I did the whole red carpet, display. So it was really fun. I had a good time. But I'm going to talk more about that in a little while. First, before I get into all of that, I want to give you guys the weather and traffic, just so that you know what's going on. If you haven't stepped out of the house, most of you guys are probably already out for the day, so you know what the weather's looking like. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Currently, it's 43 degrees, and there's a slight drizzle going on right now. So it looks like we're going to get rain around 12 o'clock. We're going to have an 80% chance of rain. It's going to pick up. The rain is going to pick up. So if you have not left the house, you might want to take an umbrella with you. Definitely look forward to some rain. So don't go get in your car washed or anything like that. But we're going to get to a high of 48 degrees. So, it's not going to be freezing. That's a good thing, because if it was freezing out, then that rain would turn to snow, and then we would have another snowstorm on our hands. So thank God we don't have any snowstorms to deal with, just a little bit of a drizzle and some good temperature. So Just be careful out there on the roads if you're out there driving around, or if you work. You might be a delivery driver, or you might just be out on the roads. Just be careful because it's going to be pretty wet out there all day. I didn't see any accidents. I take my kids to school and this morning, and I didn't see any accidents or incidents on the road. I didn't get on the expressway, so I can't tell you what was going on the expressways, but I will say that I have the OGO app, and if you don't have the OGO app, I suggest you download the OGO app to your phone, because the OGO app is a real-time app that shows you traffic that's going on in the whole state of Ohio. So you can go to the OGO app, and actually I'm going to show you guys. Let me see if my phone will pull it up. Oh, you can't see it. But if you go to the app store on your phone and you pull up the OGO app, you will be able to download that, and it'll bring up all of construction incidents, traffic incidents, crashes. So I always talk about the Anthony Wayne Trail because that's a very popular route. A lot of people use the Anthony Wayne Trail, and if you are on the Anthony Wayne Trail and you're going northbound and you're trying to get onto 75, you cannot use that. You can't get onto 75 anymore. So that exit to get onto the 75 freeway from the Anthony Wayne Trail is closed, and it's going to be closed down through the summer of 2022. So we won't see that back open until the fall. So I'll tell you the detour, because I've taken this detour many times because I'm always on the Anthony Wayne Trail. So you can get off. There's actually two ways you can go. If you are going towards Detroit, I suggest getting off downtown and taking Erie Street all the way down to Greenbelt, and then you can take Greenbelt to 280 to 75 if you're going to the Detroit area. If you are going 75 south, 75 south. If you're going 75 south, you can still get onto the Anthony Wayne Trail. So it's only if you're going northbound. If you are going 75 northbound towards Detroit and you are on the Anthony Wayne Trail, you cannot get onto 75. You have to get off at Collingwood, or you can get off at downtown. You can get off at Collingwood and get onto the expressway from there, or you can get off at downtown and get on there. So just so you know, if you're going to take 475, I would suggest you to get off downtown and take Washington to get right back on 75 north, because that'll take you to 475. So again, like I said, if that's all confusing and you don't know your freeways and you're not from around here, you can go to the OGO app, which is in the App Store on your cell phone, Android or iOS. And you can download the OGO app to your phone, and you can look up any freeway, any highway all over the state of Ohio. All over the state of Ohio. If you're taking a trip, if you're going down to Cincinnati, or if you're going to Columbus, or if you're going over to Cleveland, or if you're coming to Toledo from one of those areas, you can get right onto that app, and you can see what the traffic's looking like in real time. So that way you can be prepared for it. So I'm looking at the OGO app right now, and I'm not seeing any any crashes or incidents. I'm just seeing, I do see a new closure. There was a crash. So on US 24 westbound, it's closed because State Route 295, there was a crash. So that was updated as of 11:05 a.m. There is a crash on US 24 and close to State Route 295. Let me see what area this is by. This is kind of close to Bowling Green, close to Liberty in Grand Rapids, Ohio. So if you're in that area, definitely, be aware of that. There is an accident. Give yourself some extra time, and just be safe. So that's your weather and traffic for the day. I was looking at some headlines, and there is some stuff going on in the headlines. So let me bring up my stories that I was looking at so I could tell you guys what's going on. Meantime, in between time, let me pull up my chat to see if you guys are chatting with me. Oh, good morning. I just now saw your guys' chats. Good morning. Okay, good morning, Tashara B. I got Tashara B on the live. I love you guys. I got my girl Sharice on the live. Good morning, Mama. I got my sister Linda. Good morning, ladies. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tashara B. Yes, Tashara B is on the live. She was the organizer of this event. Tashara, if you have time, I would really love for to pull you in. I'm going to text you because I'm going to actually send you a link, and I'm going to invite you to come on screen with me so we can talk about this event. If you have time. If you don't have time, I understand, girl, because you stay booked and busy. So I'm not mad about it if you don't have time. But in case you have time, I'm going to go ahead and send you a message so that you can come into the show with me from wherever you are right now. I would love to have you come in and talk about it. So I just sent you a message to your messenger, Tashara. If you have a moment and you would like to come in on the show this morning and talk about the event this weekend, I would really love that. So yes, Wayne Whitmore. Yes, thank you, Tashara. So Wayne Whitmore from Legacy Homes, he was also another speaker. And then Rob Pasker and Wanda Johnson and who was the first one? Or somebody else? No, she wasn't a speaker, but also Miss Crystal Jennings was in the building. She's a celebrity makeup artist. She was the one that, Sandy Spang. Yes, Sandy Spang spoke. So, okay, yes. So maybe, yes. Of course you're busy. If she's training online, but I'm going to get Tashara B back in here this week so that she can, so that we can sit and talk more about the brunch. And yes, Rihanna Yvette. Yes, how did I forget all of them? Yes, it was such a great event. So, Sandy Spang spoke, Rihanna Yvette, Danielle Blyden, Antonia Ballard. Yes. So shout out to all of those people who were there at the event. It was a great time. And I'm going to have Tashara B come back on this week so that she can talk more about that event. What did you guys have going on? I see my sis Arlinda is on the live. Arlinda, what did you do this weekend? Sharice Berry, what do you got going on? You live out of town, and I'm so thankful to you for tuning in to your girl. I appreciate your guys' love and support. I was bringing up my stories. So just touching on the stuff that's going on in Ukraine, because obviously, that's the biggest story out here right now. I mean, we are literally at war. I mean, this is basically like World War III, and it's pretty scary. It's been said that Joe Biden is trying to get some trillions of dollars sent over to Ukraine for this war, and I just don't understand that. So they were talking about that on the Breakfast Club because they're saying I mean, don't we got issues of our own? That's like a complete slap in the face to all of our homeless people, to all of the issues that we have going on in the United States that we could use that money for. I mean, even like they said on the Breakfast Club, if you think about just the amount of homeless veterans that we have right here in the United States that have went to war and fought for us, fought for our freedom, fought for our country, and they were injured over there. They put out of the military, came back here, and they're now homeless. They don't have their needs met, and we don't have a system in place to make sure that all of our veterans, including me, because I'm a veteran and I've been fighting for years to get the benefits that I am due. We don't have the proper things in place to take care of our own veterans, people who have fought in our military for our nation in real life war situations. I mean, I didn't go to war. I wasn't overseas, but I definitely was called to active duty during Operation Iraqi Freedom. I was supposed to go over to Kuwait, and by the grace of God, I was not sent. But the point is that for 8 months of my life, I was on active duty, and I was and there was the possibility that I could be sent overseas. And so I, just thinking about this whole situation and all this money that they want to send over to this war that we, at the end of the day, don't have anything to do with. This is not our battle. It's not our battle. And at the end of the day, we can't keep jumping in all these fights for all these different countries and spending our tax dollars and our money to aid in something that we have nothing to do with to begin with. So we have all these homeless veterans running around. They are homeless. They are, they don't have the medical benefits they need. They're just in need. They don't have the things they need. And we have a president who wants to send billions and billions and trillions of dollars over to Ukraine to help in the war. Now, listen, I feel devastated for what's going on in Ukraine. I think it's horrible. I think what's going on over there is very sad. People are dying, children, women, innocent people, men. And I think it's horrible. However, do we need to be involved with it? Like, how much are we going to help the situation by sending our soldiers over there and using our money to fund their war? I just don't get it. So it's a little confusing. Like it's scary and it's confusing, and quite frankly, I just think that America needs to mind its business. We need to mind our own backyard and worry about what's going on in our own country before we go trying to save the world. And that's just what I think. But hey, who am I? But someone else who has been helping with a lot of different entities and organizations and corporations are reaching out to help. One in particular is Disney. Disney, the mega force, they have movie releases that were supposed to take place in Russia, and they have halted those movie releases that were supposed to take place in Russia, and they're standing in support of Ukraine. And not only have they halted those movie releases that were supposed to take place in Russia, they're offering aid to Ukraine. So Disney is blocking movies to be seen in Russia, and they're pausing the theatrical release of films that were supposed to take place there. So what Disney says is they gave a statement and they said, quote, "Unprovoked invasion of Ukraine and the tragic humanitarian crisis is the reason for them to halt the release of these movies that were supposed to take place in Russia." They added that they are working with NGO partners to provide urgent aid and other humanitarian assistance to the refugees. It is day 6 of the war in Ukraine, and at least 406 people Ukrainian civilians are dead, and Russia continues to invade the country. So it's really, really sad. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad, but I just don't know what we can do, to be there and be sending our soldiers into that country and to be using our money. There's just so much taking place right here in the United States that we need to battle and confront that I don't think we need to be worried about. Not that, okay, that sounds bad. We should definitely be worried about what's going on in Ukraine. However, do we need to put ourselves at risk? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. So that's a little bit of what's going on. And let's see. I want to see if there are any other companies who are standing. Well, I think everybody as a nation here in the United States, we're all kind of standing behind Ukraine. I think it's really horrible that Russia thinks that they can just invade this country and basically take it over. I've been hearing a lot of different comparisons to the Holocaust and what took place with Germany and Hitler, and it seems like this is the same kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's really sad because over 400 people have been killed, and obviously way more have been injured, and it's just sad. There is a Ukraine crisis relief at SaveTheChildren.org where people can go and donate if you do want to make a small contribution or donation. I think that maybe us as individuals, if we all maybe just donate a little bit of money, then, let us willingly maybe give, and you can give to this Ukraine crisis relief. So there's many different, there's Ukraine emergency response. There's a list of humanitarian organizations that are helping out. And if you do feel like you could help or donate, UNICEF USA is also another organization that you can donate to if you would like to make an impact. But yeah, it's sad what's really going on, and all we can do is just continue to pray for the people of Ukraine, and hope that this comes to an end soon. So, um, let's see what else. Let me switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna see what's going on in hip hop news. Oh, there's been a lot of talk about Ye. Oh, yeah. Kanye West, he's now going by Ye. He doesn't go by Kanye anymore. I don't know if you guys heard that story or not, but now he's Ye, and we're supposed to call him Ye. But he's got the Donda 2 album coming out real soon, and it's getting a lot of buzz already. And so he's got a new streaming service. Well, it's not new, actually. This streaming service has been going on for some time, but maybe he hasn't been getting a lot of reception, or maybe maybe he's not getting the traffic that he really wants, because now he has said that he is not going to be placing any of his music. The Donda 2 album will not be placed on any of the streaming platforms, Amazon, all those different streaming platforms that he normally is on, YouTube, Amazon, and there was one more. He basically he's not going to put Donda 2 on any of those streaming platforms. You will have to go to his streaming platform to hear his music. Trying to find that story because I know I had it here in my phone, and I had the name of the site. Here we go. Okay, Kanye announces Donda 2 will release exclusively through the Yeezy Stem Player. So the Yeezy Stem Player is Kanye West's new streaming. Well, I keep saying new, but it's not new. I guess he's had this streaming platform for a while now. It was released late last year. But he took to IG to announce that the upcoming Donda album 2 will not be released on any streaming websites. The only website it'll be released through is Ye's Yeezy Stem Player. He says, quote, Donda 2 will only be available on my own platform, the Stem Player. Not on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or YouTube. He says, today artists get just 12% of the money that the industry makes. And it's time to free music from this oppressive system. It's time to take control and build our own. Go to stemplayer.com now to order. So he's already put out the option for you to go and basically order. It's basically like a pre-order. So you can go and pre-order this album, but you have to go to stemplayer.com in order to do it. And it's probably a lot like Jay-Z's Tidal app, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But you probably have to pay a subscription, much like Pandora and Netflix and all of these other platforms. And that's going to be the only way you'll be able to listen to his new album. So that album is getting so much buzz already. And the first Donda album did so well. So I already know that this is going to allow his Stem Player app to just, basically shoot through the roofs. I wonder if you can, if it's public. I wonder if you can buy stock in it right now, because it might not be that expensive to buy stock. And then once this album drops, then stock is going to shoot through the roof. So it might be smart if there's an opportunity to buy stock in this company to go ahead and do that. This says this won't be the first time Ye has exclusively released his music. In 2016, for the life of Pablo, Ye exclusively released the album under Tidal, which, like I said, is Jay-Z's platform. So a few months later, the album was added to all the other streaming services. So this isn't the first time that Kanye West is going to do this. But this will be his actual streaming service. So now he's going to be able to profit on all of that. So that's going on with him. Social media is become this crazy thing. I mean, people are doing anything to, get attention, it seems, nowadays. And there was a really, really sad story that I seen also on the sourcemagazine.com. about a 15-year-old girl who killed herself while recording on TikTok. According to a report from Vice, a 15-year-old Mexican girl accidentally shot and killed herself while trying to film herself holding a 9mm fully automatic Uzi submachine gun for a TikTok video. This young girl was accidentally basically trying to flex with this gun on TikTok. She was recording herself, taking the video, basically flexing, and she accidentally shot and killed herself with this 9mm. Her name is Yasmin Esmeralda. She was visiting her grandmother's house in Guasave, Sinaloa. I don't know where that is. When she asked her younger brother to record her holding the weapon, a single accidental shot went off while she had the weapon, killing the 15-year-old. So it's just crazy, like what people will do for likes, what people will do for attention. I mean, these social media platforms have people doing the craziest stuff to, gain a following, to, I guess try to monetize or create a brand. And it's just sad. I mean, you got young kids, ingesting household products and, poisonous things and all types of just crazy stuff in order to like get these likes and to, go viral or whatever the situation is. And she was obviously, trying to maybe just get a viral moment. And she told her younger brother to record her. So that makes it even more tragic and sad that this poor girl killed herself and her little brother sat there and watched it. I mean, it's just sad. So good morning, Dr. Breon. I got Dr. Breon Hall on the live with me. Good morning, Cece. I got Cece on the live with me. Good morning, guys. I hope all is well with you. Yes. So prayers go out to the family of this young girl, 15 years old, killed herself on TikTok while being recorded, all because she was probably trying to have a viral moment. Just wanted to be seen. She had this gun. She was trying to flex, and she shot herself on live on this recording on TikTok. So prayers go out to that young girl's family. I can only imagine what her mother and her father and her brother are going through. That little boy has to be totally traumatized. I can't even imagine. I mean, he watched it. He's the one that recorded it, and he watched it. And that's just tragic. I mean, these types of things are happening daily, and it's like, that's why it's very important for us to always be cognizant and to like, because I even just think, like, I have a 16-year-old and my daughter spends a lot of time in her room, with her door shut. And it's like, we have to be very aware of what our kids are doing, what they're watching, what they're, it's just really sad. And I mean, it can take something just like that, like a small moment, a short moment of this young girl just trying to have a viral moment, and she kills herself on camera. It's crazy. And I just can't even imagine what her parents are going through. So that's sad. And I'm sending healing prayers and energy to the family and the parents of that young girl, because I can't even imagine getting that phone call. Switching gears a little bit, I want to just talk about, not necessarily talking sports, but kind of talking about sports. So Steph Curry was being interviewed on a podcast, and I guess it's kind of been going viral, and a lot of people have in the media and on social media have been making comments and, kind of talking mess about Steph Curry. And they're saying like, Steph Curry kind of changed the game with basketball. He's such a phenomenal player, and he's his wrist game, I would just say, like, he takes those shots and he puts those shots in the air and he scores. It's money. And he's a very big, basketball superstar. And because he has so much talent and he's able to just throw off these crazy shots from, whatever angle of the court, and, and actually makes it, they're saying that basically he started this whole new wave of like these basketball players, young and old, who are like just throwing these crazy shots, and like they'll be anywhere on the court, and like they'll know dang well they shouldn't try to take these shots, but they try to take them anyway because they think they're Steph Curry. And so a lot of people are basically laughing. It's pretty much just a kind of like an ongoing joke. And they're basically saying like Steph Curry ruined basketball because now he has all these new, all these players thinking that they can just come out here and do any old thing on the court. well, no, not everybody is Steph Curry, and I think people know that. Like, this is Steph Curry. Like, he is who he is. That's why all the rappers are making songs about him. You know, you hear all the rappers, they, put his name in their songs and, all those different things because he's iconic in basketball. But everybody can't do what he does, and it's not his fault. He didn't ruin basketball. So what he did was he clapped back. He was on a podcast, and they were talking sports, politics, music, and things like that. And they basically asked him, how does he feel about being blamed for, for ruining basketball, basically. And he said, quote, "I'm going to use this moment to get on my soapbox. Stop tagging me in all of this. Stop tagging me in all these and all these crazy video clips of all these people doing these crazy things. Like, I don't got nothing to do with me." He's like, "I didn't ruin basketball. Like, listen, he worked hard. He was shooting in the gym. Y'all wasn't with him shooting in the gym." That's what he's saying. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm not the one to ruin basketball. Y'all gotta go. You gotta practice. You gotta practice hard if you ever think you want to be as good as Steph Curry. Don't just go onto a court and think you can just be throwing shots all around and then, think you're going to be the next Steph Curry. It just don't happen like that. It takes hard work and diligence, sacrifice. Yeah. So Steph Curry says he's clapping back at his haters, and he's clapping back at anybody who has something to say about him. He said, "I did not ruin basketball. So whatever. Y'all can miss me." And I don't think he ruined it either. He changed the game. I mean, it's Steph Curry. Like, he's one of the greatest. He'll go down in history. So he's got a public service announcement for you guys, and he says, "Quit tagging me in all these stupid videos. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't got nothing to do with me." So leave Steph Curry alone. Between Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry, like, people are always messing with them. Like, they mind their business. They don't bother nobody. And everybody always want to mess with them. Just like a few years ago. You guys remember a few years ago when Ayesha Curry made a comment about how, her husband doesn't have to worry about her getting the type of attention that, she has to worry about her husband getting, and people took that comment all out of context, and they were making people went so hard on Ayesha Curry. And it's just crazy. People are always trying to go hard at them, and they are just a very non-controversial couple. Like, they don't even bother nobody. So, like, why do people be messing with them? I don't know. I don't get it. I guess that's just haters for you. Haters will try to mess with anybody they can. Haters will try to get under people's skin. And it goes to show, just, back to what we talked about with Cardi B and, her being harassed by that blogger, and to the point that she actually sued her. So, it's getting crazy with the social media and these bloggers and these trolls, as we like to call them. I consider myself a blogger. I'm a blogger, but I don't, listen, I report to the best of my ability, and I'm not here to tear anybody down. I just tell the stories. I just share the headlines. That's all. So I think there are some people in the media who purposely want to tear other people down, or, basically exploit people's unhappiness or sadness or whatever they're going through, for a storyline. So it's pretty sad. Another story that I read on source.com was about Elpo Martinez's murder. Now, Elpo was, if you guys don't know anything about Elpo Martinez, he was the former Harlem Kingpin. So if you ever saw the movie Paid in Full, I believe Elpo was the one that Rico played, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know. But either way, he was a Harlem Kingpin. And he was known for being a gangster, known for being a kingpin. And there was a 27-year-old man named Shaquem Parker who was arrested and charged in the shooting death of this former kingpin, Elpo Martinez. And this man, it's now being alleged that this man killed Martinez over a road rage incident. Now, how ironic is that? This man, Elpo, was a gangster, right? He was like known for being a gangster, known for being a kingpin, like killed people, was just like, he was like a gangster. And ironically enough, he loses his life, gets murdered by a man over a road rage incident. It's not even anything that has to do with drugs or like, I don't know, any type of street life. It's a road rage incident. But that just goes to show you that karma is a bee, and you will get your karma. I mean, he obviously was not a good person. He was, a drug dealer, and he killed people, and he wasn't, someone I would want to date. But, he ended up losing his life, being murdered, and it was all over a road rage incident. This road rage stuff is crazy. Like, I think I hear stories about road rage incidents all the time, and people get crazy on the road. I remember one time almost getting ran off the road by somebody who was like trying to do the most because of road rage. And you have to be careful out there on the roads, because there's like you could just look at, there's Clifton Heights, Delaware, a shooting that was occurred from a road rage incident. A judge sets bond for $100,000 for a man accused in Montgomery, Ohio, of a road rage incident. An Amazon driver wanted in connection with a road rage incident. I mean, these are all road rage leads to a shooting in a U-Haul parking lot where 3 people were hurt. These are all road rage incidents. A 9-year-old fighting for her life after a road rage shooting. That's crazy. This was, oh my gosh. Okay, so this happened 2 weeks ago. This is a story that I'm reading on ABC News. A 9-year-old fighting for her life after a road rage shooting. Police ramp up pressure for the arrest. So this was on February 14th. Ashanti Grant, she's her condition has improved, but she still remains in critical condition. She's been fighting for her life ever since February 8th, when Chief Troy Finner says that there was a shooting. The suspects, a male driver and possibly a female passenger, were believed to be in a white Denali pickup truck. They cut off the family's vehicle several times, then pulled behind the family's car, and someone in the truck fired shots, hitting Ashanti. Wow, that's crazy. So this poor little 9-year-old girl riding in the car, minding her own business, shot because of a road rage incident. I mean, you got to be careful out there on the roads. Like, that's why I don't even play around with that type of stuff. Like, I used to be like I used to kind of have road rage a little bit. But I've calmed down on all that, because I ain't got time to be losing my life behind a road rage incident. It's not that serious. It's really not. So yes, prayers go out to the family of this little girl. I mean, can you imagine being in a car and, getting into a road rage incident? You're in the car with your children, and then like this car just pulls behind you and starts shooting, and your child gets shot. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody gonna have to die. But then again, it's like, no, you can't do nothing because they're the ones with the gun. That's, I think, why it's important to have protection. And, it's a good thing that now you can, you can be licensed to carry, but now they're saying, like, I guess you don't even have to be licensed to carry if you defend yourself. I don't really know. I'm going to have to look up all of these different rules, all of these different laws and policies as it relates to like defending yourself and carrying a weapon, because I can't imagine being in a car with my kids and then like somebody's like trying to cut me off and doing all this crazy stuff on the road, and then they like shoot in my vehicle. Oh, I'm gonna have to start busting back. So we all need to be protected. I don't have a gun, but I need to get one. I've been saying I'm gonna get one for a long time, still haven't gotten one, and I'm gonna get one. Matter of fact, I think when I get my income tax check, I'm gonna get one. Speaking of income taxes, it's income tax season, and I just want to shout out my girl Nikki King. She is over there. She has her own boutique over on Reynolds Road, and Clutch Queen Collection, and she sells clothes, shoes, glasses, lashes, all types of stuff in her boutique. But she also does taxes. So she did my taxes for me, and she got me the biggest refund that I've ever seen. So I just want to let you guys know, if you have not filed your taxes yet, go on over there and holler at my girl Nikki King over at Clutch Queen Collection. She will get you all the way together. And, make sure that you get all of the deductions that you can get. Make sure that I did my own taxes for me last year, and I didn't even get half what she's getting me this year. So I would inform you and suggest for you to go ahead and go holler at my girl Nikki King and get your taxes done, because she's going to get you a bomb refund. I know she definitely got me a bomb refund. Now, if you're one of those people who makes a lot of money and you end up owing, hey, I guess it doesn't really matter. Listen, one day I'm going to be there. One day I'm going to be there with you ballers who make so much money throughout the year that y'all end up owing. I'm not there yet. I'm still struggling to make it. So one day I'll be there. Until then, I'm going to enjoy my tax refund checks. But yes, make sure you go over there and holler at my girl Nikki King at Clutch Queen Collection. Get your refund check done today. She got me a maximum refund, and she can do the same for you. So make sure you have all your paperwork together. You can hit her up on Facebook, or you can go over there and just go show up at Clutch Queen. That's a tongue killer. Clutch Queen Collection on Reynolds Road, and I'm quite sure she'll be able to set you an appointment and get you together. So make sure you guys holler at her. I also want to shout out, like I said, I shouted out Dr. Breon Hall and Greater New Psalmist Church over on Glendale, 3251 Glendale Avenue. If you are looking for a home church, if you're looking for a place, a safe haven, a place where you can go and be inspired and get a good word, go and visit Greater New Psalmist Church. I am a member there. I haven't been in a while. I'm not going to lie. I don't lie to you. I don't lie to my peoples. But when I'm not there in person, I'm always watching online. So if you don't have a chance to go over, let's say you work Sundays and you can't actually get over there to go to the church, make sure you go over to Breon Hall Ministries, and you can catch all of his sermons there on video. He's always got a great message, always got a great word, and it will definitely bless your life. So definitely make sure you go and check him out. While I'm speaking about influential figures, I also want to talk about Sarah Jakes Roberts, because she is somebody who has touched my life a lot. I got familiar with Sarah Jakes Roberts when I was living in Arizona a few years ago, and I came across a clip of her on Facebook. It was just a clip of her message, and it was so riveting and it was so inspirational that I was like, I have to go find this lady on YouTube and I need to see this whole message. And I'll never forget that day when I went and found that message. Not only did I watch that message, but I ended up watching her for like 3 hours long, just watching video after video after video of her. And she was so inspiring. And and ever since then, I always watch her. I watch my videos when I'm feeling discouraged, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling like I can't go on. I turn on YouTube and I throw on Sarah Jakes Roberts, and like I said, I listen to Breon Hall a lot as well. But what I love about Sarah Jakes is that she comes with that womanly touch. So she is someone who I can relate to as a woman. And for young girls and young ladies and young women, if you're not familiar with Sarah Jakes Roberts, I would highly suggest you go over to YouTube and subscribe to her channel and tune into some of her videos. Her and her husband, Pastor Teray Roberts, they are phenomenal. They're both phenomenal pastors. Sarah Jakes Roberts is actually the daughter of T.D. Jakes, and she's now married to Teray Roberts, and so hence her name, Sarah Jakes Roberts. So definitely go check her out if you've never seen her. There was a couple messages that I've watched just recently, one of which I took to a lot, because I do consider myself an influencer. I'm a blogger and I have a little bit of a following, and I'm on the radio. Doing my podcast, I'm in the public eye. So when I went to her page and I saw this message, becoming an influencer, I was drawn to it immediately, and I said, I have to hear this message. And when I listened to that message, it just gave me the fire back that I needed, that motivation. So if you are someone like me who is in the public eye, or you have a YouTube channel, or you're just an influencer, period, and you are, you're in a rut, you're feeling down, you feel like, you're putting out the same message and nobody's listening, or you're just feeling discouraged, I would highly recommend to go over to Sarah Jakes Roberts and watch her video, Becoming an Influencer. It is such a powerful and inspiring video. And after I got done watching it, I just felt that much more motivated to get back on my lives and get back to what I'm doing. And, a lot of times we think that, nobody's watching me. Nobody's supporting me. But at the end of the day, yes, people are supporting you. Maybe not as many people as you would like, but the fact is some people are. And that's what matters. And I just want to take this time to say thank you to each and every one of you who are watching this live right now, who are tuned into this live, or who are even the ones who are going to watch it later. I appreciate all the love and support that everyone has shown to LRTV. I'm growing, and I'm just happy. I want to say thank you to my girl Tiaja Good for showing up to the Vision Board Brunch and assisting me with my production this past weekend. She was phenomenal. My mom was also there and got to see me at work, and it was just beautiful. It's beautiful to be in the building with women that I love, who are there to support me and support my brand. And again, my girl Tashara B, I just want to say thank you to her, because she's poured into me and poured into my brand and given me the opportunity to stand up and do what I do at her events. And that's what it's all about: networking and collaborating and just building with each other and doing this for one another, because that's what it's going to take. So becoming an influencer is not an easy job. It's something you have to just stay consistent and just keep putting out that content. Even if it's only one person watching, that means you're changing one person's life, and that's what matters. So that's my show for the day. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you go over to LRTV on YouTube and subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. I got to get them subscribers up. And make sure you follow me on IG at I am Leah Renee. We are also at LRTV Media on IG. And you can follow me on Twitter at I am Leah Renee. So I want you guys to go out and have a productive, positive, and beautiful day. I love you all. I wish you all great success. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll be talking again. More headlines, more entertainment, and more spirituality and inspiration. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you would like to become a sponsor of LRTV, please inbox me for information. I will get you a brochure. I have 4 different sponsorship packages, and I am seeking sponsors so that I can continue to do what I do. And that's that. So I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time. Mwah.